Hello, my name is Alico Marvin, and I'm an employment and education law partner at Wrigley's Solicitors. This webinar considers what legal advisors, HR teams, and people managers working in a school context need to consider when advising on or managing safeguarding allegations against school staff. We'll focus on the intersection between safeguarding duties and employment law and look particularly at the key education sector guidance and statutory obligations alongside those principles of good employment law practice, as well as thinking about some of the practical implications for schools on these overlapping duties. When advising schools, it's really important to be aware of these different duties that impact on them. There are parallel and interlacing processes that they will need to navigate. And schools often, very understandably, prioritise their safeguarding obligations and processes when dealing with allegations against school staff. So it's important not to lose sight of the parallel need for a compliant employment process to mitigate the risks of claims. Throughout this presentation, I'm going to be using as a sort of shorthand the term school when I'm referring to the employer, but of course you will be aware that the employer may be the proprietor of an independent school, it might be an academy trust, or a governing body of the school for a foundation school, or the local authority. Let's have a brief look then at the key legislation and guidance when it comes to considering safeguarding allegations against staff. To start with the basics, the Safeguarding Vulnerable Groups Act 2006. This is the key legislation which seeks to prevent unsuitable individuals from working with children and vulnerable adults. And it's this act which sets out what is meant by regulated activity, which is a term that I will be using today. I won't go into detail today about what regulated activity is, but it does include teaching and other regular and unsupervised work with children.